It's the Grade School Years by Elle. Again, if you didn't see the first one that I did about my kindergarten year, this series is inspired by Buck Hollywood. I don't know if, I'm not, what the Buck Hollywood, whatever. I don't know if he got the inspiration from someone else, but he was my inspiration for this. So this is my blog about my first grade, when I was in first grade. And again, I have notes off to the side because I have the memory of a fly, so if I'm not looking at the camera, that's where I'm looking. That year, we hatched chickens. I think when I think first grade, that's the first thing that pops in my head. It was really, really kind of cool. I don't know where my teacher, Miss Hoskinson, got the chicken eggs, but she set them up in an incubator, and they had just hatched right before we went to PE, and they were all gooey and slimy and, all that jazz. And when we came back from PE, we had 5 little fluffy baby chickens. It was awesome. That year, our teacher also had us raise butterflies from eggs through the cocooning process into butterflies twice. Which was really, really cool. We learned about the cycle and all that jazz, and we released our butterflies out into the wild after they had become butterflies. What else did we do? Oh, I remember. Okay, so the biggest thing, the second biggest thing I really remember about first grade is we had this big wooden board. Like, it was just a big, long wooden plank, and it was colored, it was painted green and yellow and red. And everybody had a clothespin with their name on it. And if you were bad, your name got moved from green to yellow, and if you were bad again, it was moved from yellow to red. And what that meant was that your conduct grade on your report card was not going to be good. And I was on yellow once the entire year, and I was so embarrassed that I stayed on green for the rest of that year. I was so embarrassed that I got an S in conduct one time. It was, I hated seeing my little clothespin on yellow. It was just very traumatizing. And then the only other thing I remember about first grade is that, there was this whole week that we were learning about sea creatures and stuff, and we had to make, little figurines and stuff, and the only one I really remember making was a sea urchin. It was a ball of clay with toothpicks stuck in it. It was the most fun, easiest project I've ever had to do. Okay, there's first grade. That's basically my life from sixth grade, from the time I turned 6 to the time I turned 7. I don't really remember anything else from that year.